For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fanfiber website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 16 of the Roma career mode here on FIFA 18. In the last one I asked you for your opinions on potential outgoings and even more potential incomings. The overwhelming majority of you said yes, I should look to sell on Bruno Perez. So that's what I'm going to do in today's episode to raise some extra cash to try and bring in another centre-back, as we've been looking for a new signing in that position. We were unfortunately not able to afford Tara or Umtiti at present. I can go back in and try and renegotiate in a week's time, which I will do if I'm able to raise more funds by selling someone else on. Other players added to the shortlist include Jose Maria Jimenez, we have Shkodran Mustafi as well, Mauricio Lemos, Fernandez and Inigo Martinez. So Nacho Fernandez actually has a release clause of 32.9, but obviously I can't afford that right now. Of the five, Jimenez is my favoured. I'd then say, probably because wages are very expensive for Mustafi, I'd say Inigo Martinez is probably my next preferred. Then Mustafi, and then either of Lemos or Nacho Fernandez. They're kind of backup options. We do obviously have Tara and Umtiti to still go in for. If I can raise some extra funds by selling on players like Bruno Perez. We have Castan and Perez both transfer listed, both of which I could get maybe 10 million for Perez and maybe 5 for Castan. We will wait and see. So I'm going to... Actually, I will throw bids in now for Jimenez and Inigo Martinez. Maybe Mustafi? If I get, I'll try, because obviously we have Fazio we can use as make weight. Wage-wise, I could afford his wages, actually, Mustafi, but it would mean that I'd really have to hope that they'd want Fazio in return to boost the overall value of that transfer. So I'll go and offer for them, and we'll see what happens. If I'm successful, great. If I'm not, then we'll wait a week, hopefully sell someone on, and then we'll be able to go back in for Jonathan Tah and Samuel Umtiti as well. So I'm going to dive in, and we'll see how we get on. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course, as always, and subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Might as well stick with me, actually, whilst we head into this first one. Then Jose Maria Jimenez, player swap please, centre-backs, Fazio, please tell me you want him. Oh, they want a right-back. If I got a right-back, I'd be willing to sell? No, is the answer to that question. So I'm going to have to end negotiations there because I can't afford the £29 million. So that's Jose Maria Jimenez out the window for now. Mustafi is going to be probably pretty similar. Arsenal might be open to... I was planning on just giving you highlights of these, but I might as well... I didn't want to do that. Player swap. I might as well just stick with you. Might make the episode a little bit longer because we've got 2 games against Inter Milan today. They want a player plus cash deal. I cannot afford nearly 40 million. Will you accept 24,695, whatever they are? 24,695,287. No. Arsene, screw you. End negotiation. Quite simply can't afford that one either right now. Let's try for Inigo Martinez. I'll wait with regards to Lemos and Fernandez because obviously I want to see what their individual stats are first. Player swap, centre-backs, Federico Fazio. Say yes. Unfortunately, Fazio's not a player we're interested in. Better fit their squad. Well, that means a player with a higher overall, as per your guys' comments, which means that Leandro Castan is going to be not good enough, is he? They would want Castan. Okay, interesting, but personally, transfer fee, every single penny in my budget. Please say yes. No. Okay, end negotiation. Looks like we're going to have to sell someone on before we're able to afford anyone else by the looks of things. So we'll wait for scout reports on the other 3, and we'll advance towards the first game against Inter Milan. We have Inter twice today. Once in the Cup and once in the League. I think it's the quarter-finals of the Coppa Italia. Scout report on De Ligt. Scout report on Christopher Ayer. He's 68 rated. That's just not good enough, I'm afraid. I am, of course, looking for a starting first-team centre-back. So that's not going to be good enough to stand a chance of getting into my starting 11. Well, I'll advance a little bit further then, and I'll cut back to you when something concrete happens. Had a transfer offer in for Alessandro Florenzi, £22 million. Like I'm going to be accepting that, Bayern. Reject. It would take upwards of 40 to 50, maybe even more, for me to be persuaded to sell Alessandro Florenzi. And to be fair, even then, I would genuinely, probably 95% say no. Loan offer for Karsdorp. Well, no, go away, reject. I want a transfer offer for someone that's on the transfer list, please, if you don't mind. It's going to be the league game against Inter Milan first. Diego Costa has gone to Barcelona. Interesting. Diego Costa to Barcelona. Alright, well, we will jump then into this game against Inter. Juventus have won on match day 21, so I'm going to need to ensure that I get a victory here. And we've actually dropped down to third because of head-to-head against AC Milan. So it's done on head-to-head, not goal difference in Serie A, as we can tell, because my goal difference is better. But because Milan beat me by 2-1 earlier in the season, that means that they're above me. So if I lose against Inter, they'll be level on points with me. My goal difference would probably be worse. And also, they'd go above me on head-to-head as well, and I'd be out of the top 3. So I need to win this, or at the very least, avoid defeat. Inter Milan in Serie A coming up. Right, Inter starting lineup. Handanovic, Cancelo, Skriniar at centre-back. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Miranda, Crescito, Gagliardini, Vicino, Caramo. I don't know who that is either. Borja Valero, Perisic and Icardi. Now, if you remember, we drew against Inter last time, I believe. And Icardi scored an absolute cracker. I remember that Icardi goal standing out. I can't remember what the exact result was. My brain is telling me either 1-1 or 3-3, but I genuinely can't remember. So we'll see what happens in this one. Hopefully we can come out victorious. Jesus should win this and has done well to do so. El Shaarawy gets to that. Straight want to go out wide here to Riyad Mahrez. There's been quite the call in the comments actually for Riyad Mahrez to be sold. But I most certainly am not going to be selling Riyad Mahrez in this window, or probably at all in this save. I think just because he's not been that involved in goals or assists, judging by the highlights that you guys get to see, you've gotten the opinion that he's nowhere near as good as he should be. But Riyad Mahrez is very important to the way that I play my football here at Roma, and he is heavily involved in the majority of the play. He just isn't actually involved too much in the goals and assists, but his general contribution to build-up is very good. So I won't be selling Riyad Mahrez. I don't want to make a point of saying that because there has been a number of comments saying that I should sell him. But Riyad Mahrez is going nowhere. He's staying at Roma Football Club, and that will be the case till the end of the series. At least until the end of this season at the very earliest. And that was very close to going in. And Arsenal have signed Quincy Promes from Spartak Moscow for 41.5 million. That's a lot of money. I'm here with Florenzi. Oh, he's done brilliantly. What a tackle from Alessandro Florenzi. That was superb. Right, Strootman forward to Sanabria. We'll drill it out wide. Well, to Nainggolan. It was meant to go to Mahrez. Mahrez is in now. He's picked up a knock at some point, Riyad Mahrez. Just knocked this through there for Sanabria to run onto, but Gagliardini does well. Keep it in, though. Ruby down to Elshar. Quickly to Nainggolan. We'll go to El Shaarawy again. Vicino closing me down. Fake Rabona. Cross. And arriving, Mahrez. No, Crescito gets up well. It'll be a corner for us. Alessandro Florenzi to take it. That's a good delivery. Manolas is up. That's going to drop here to João Jesus. Across here to Nainggolan. Hit it first time. It's well blocked. And Inter will eventually maybe clear their lines. Nainggolan will try his best to get it back, but no. They are going to work it away. Icardi around the corner to Borja Valero. Icardi's gone back again. Somehow managed to squeeze that to Perisic. Florenzi will close him down. Perisic one way than the other. I'm surprised Florenzi wasn't able to get the ball there. Here's Gagliardini, sorry. I said Giardino there. He's definitely a striker and definitely not playing for Inter. Caramo into Borja Valero. That's a good spin. Manolas gets a foot in. Caramo goes down. But no foul is given. And Nainggolan will look to set up a counter-attack here. And El Shaarawy's got an in behind João Cancelo there. And will look to send through Sanabria, who's onside here in a good position. Oh, and it goes through Handanovic. I was hoping he was going to hit it with his left foot, actually. Because I tried to drill it hard and low. And he's been pretty decent with his left foot, Sanabria. But he took it with the outside of his right, I think. Yeah, just put his foot straight through it. And it's gone through the goalkeeper. Just too much power on it for Handanovic to cope with. And he's not able to keep it out. We lead by a 1-0 at the San Siro. To Sanabria. Cross there to Riyad Mahrez. That is Sanabria's 14th Serie A goal of the season. He's actually got someone from the other side that play at the San Siro hot on his heel. It's Lars Stindl is the second top goal scorer in the league. Prior to this game, Strickland nearly able to turn Miranda. Prior to this game, Sanabria was on 13 and Stindl was on 12. So obviously Sanabria now on 14. And we have to hope for his sake that Lars Stindl doesn't score multiple goals for AC Milan on match day 21. And hopefully we can avoid Inter scoring any goals here on match day 21 as well. Thus meaning we'd get a goal. Not a goal, a 1-0 win. That's what my brain was trying to say. Golan. Spread it across here to Mario Rui and then go to Stefan El Shaarawy. Trying to brush off a couple of challenges, but only able to get past one. Valero. It's a nice ball over the top. Please win this, Alessandro. Oh, he's brought it down well, actually. Riyad Mahrez will drive forward. Sanabria's made a good run. That's a great ball into him too. Into the space. We'll turn back and drop the shoulder on Miranda. That's worked well. I'll drill it into the middle. Oh, and it would have reached Nainggolan as well if Gagliardini hadn't tracked back from midfield to get in the way and stop me from tapping that home for a simple second. De Rossi will get Strootman in, and Sanabria here could look for El Shaarawy around the corner, get it on your right foot, finesse it home, have it blocked by Skriniar. Good defending from the Interman. Corner comes in, El Shah's up with a header instead, and Handanovic behind it this time around. This is good football. Defender's being drawn out of position. Karamo with the cross. Manolas underneath this, but heads it only as far as Vallejo. And if Brozovic had hit that on the run, full sprint, first time on the volley, that would have been an incredible goal if he'd have just banged that top bins, but thankfully for me, he didn't. Oh no, how has Borja Valero gotten away from me there? Oh, what a save, Alisson. Oh, unbelievable stop. They're making a change as João Mario comes on for Vecino. I'm bringing on Fred and Under for Strootman and Riyad Mahrez, who obviously has picked up that knock early on in the game. Now to carry on pretty comfortably throughout, but decided to eventually take him off just because his stamina is starting to get a little bit low. Get this all the way out wide towards Mario Rui. And then in again to Fred, and then again to Sanabria. That's nicely done into Nainggolan, who will look to twist and turn, but that touch was just a little bit too heavy and it's gotten away from me. Oh, Alisson's completely saved me there, but now they might be in again. Manolas, I'm going to have to rely on your pace here and your speed and your strength to try and put off Perisic. She hasn't been able to do, because that is the most incredible cross under pressure for Mauro Icardi to stroke home an equaliser. How has Perisic pulled out a ball of that quality with Manolas tugging at his shirt and right on his shoulder? That is ridiculous football. That's one of the best drilled hard low crosses we've seen in Italian football thus far. 20 minutes to go and Inter have equalised. Perisic. Oh, can't get the ball off him. Still battling away. He's done well here, the defender. Will clear that out. Nicely, actually. Falls kindly for Under, who will accelerate away and dart inside. Now, I mentioned Sanabria. Sanabria's the man I'm trying to pass to. I mentioned Mahrez and his position in the squad earlier on. And a few of you were saying, maybe, because I haven't actually expressed the opinion, but I think a few of you have been able to tell that I don't particularly get on that well with Kevin Strootman. And a few of you have asked, maybe, and it's something I could genuinely consider, about moving Strootman either on or just into a rotation role, dropping Nainggolan from cam to centre mid, and then trying Riyad Mahrez at cam, and giving Under the first team spot on the right-hand side of midfield, potentially. Because Under continues to grow. He's 79 rated now, and having a great season. So it is something I would consider if you guys might be open to that. Seeing Strootman dropped from the first team, potentially even replaced. Although I'm not sure whether I'd sell him. Oh god, that was terrible from Daniele De Rossi. Potentially replaced, but I'd be all reluctant to sell him off the woodwork. To see Mahrez move into a cam role, I mean, it all depends. Oh, great touch. It all depends how long Mahrez is going to be out for with this injury that he's picked up. He might not be out injured at all. Alternatively, he might be out for like a few weeks. So we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I'll wait for your opinions before acting upon that. But I may well move Mahrez to a cam role and see how good he can play in that position. Here's Brozovic in behind. Back to Icardi. The first time it was deflected, I believe, off João Jesus. It was. Corner for Inter with 90 seconds to go. Internazionale with the ball in. Icardi with the worst header he's had all game. Goal kick. Corner for Inter Milan. Perisic to take. We are in stoppage time. Please do not. Thank you. Under will close this down. Miranda gets it back to Borja Valero. Out wide here to Skriniar. Centre back, the man out wide. I don't expect him to put a good ball in, but they've worked it about brilliantly. And they could, end up with a goal here, but we've worked it away, and there is the final whistle. I said avoiding defeat was imperative, and we have been able to do it. So we will stay third, unless, of course, AC Milan lose on match day 21, in which case we'll go back into second. I have a funny feeling they might be victorious and we might find ourselves dropping a couple of points behind them. We will be 4 points behind Juventus now. I'm not sure. Player injury is out for 3 weeks, Riyad Mahrez, so maybe we'll get the chance to try that alternative cam and right wing lineup in the next couple of games. Riyad Mahrez out for 3 weeks, but again, I reiterate, Riyad Mahrez is not leaving the club. He is staying put. I'm not going to sell him, so you're just going to have to make do, I'm afraid, those of you that are desperate to see him move on, because it's not going to happen. Up next, unless we get anything happen transfer-wise, we have an email. I bet it's a press conference, though. It is. Okay, Inter Milan again. Juventus and Lazio already through to the semi-finals. So should we win this, the potential of a Rome derby, or even, of course, the potential for another matchup against Juventus, which I'd like to avoid, judging by what happened in the last one. I'm playing a bit of a rotated side in this one. I will quickly show you. I'll just skip through whilst I'm commentating and quickly show you my lineup. There you can see mine. Perotti, Schick, Under, De Frel, Pellegrini, Fred, Karsdorp, Fazio, Kolarov, Emerson and Skorupski. And their starting 11 is, judging by exactly the same as the one we just played. So my players weren't fully fit. I'm pretty sure theirs won't be at full stamina, but they're playing the exact same 11 that just drew with us by 1-1 in the previous game. So now will be the test. Which team is better? This rotated team, fully fit against a slightly unfit Inter first team, or my first team that just got a point against this exact same 11? We will find out in 90 minutes time. Or 120. Nice ball out to Perisic. No, what a finish. Oh, even Perisic. That's a great goal. He's got the tiniest of windows to aim for there. Just a looping ball over the top. Brings it down beautifully. And I don't quite know how he's been able to put it all the way up there. But that is a top finish. Valero. Cagliardini to Icardi. Nice tackle by Fred. Get it out wide. Under. De Frel. Pellegrini going to drive forward. Still going here, Pellegrini. Pellegrini! Good save, Handanovic. How many times you can say the word or the name Pellegrini in one sentence? Diego Perotti with a whip. And, well, it was Pellegrini that was closing it down. Under, he's left-footed. I tried to work it back onto that left, but couldn't quite find the space. Now we've got him in on that left. And finesse it home. Poor finish. Cardi drops the shoulder and he's past Kolarov. That's a lovely ball through to Vicino. It's 2-0 Inter. This is the difference between the first team and the second team, and why we do need that strength in depth. A not fully fit first string Inter side is 2-0 up after 22 minutes. Pretty quickly here to Schick. On his left. Ooh, that was well struck, but well saved too. Trying to get myself back in the game here if we can. Perotti with the corner. Really bad one, but Fred will keep it in, and I'll just knock it back here to Emerson to keep the ball alive, and I've given it straight to Mauro Icardi. Great. I'm getting outplayed here by Inter, but is that a foul? Yeah, it was, but we'll take the advantage and play on. Oh, dearie me, that chance from Schick, and then the corner very nearly ended up with Inter being through one-on-one at the other end. Just not having the best of time of things in this second game here at home. Definite difference between the first team and the second string team here for me. Fred will get this to Schick though, who's in the box. Good touch, good finish is what I wanted to say, but it's off the bar and out again. We've had chances, I can't deny that I haven't, but we haven't been able to take them. That's a great tackle. Castle, it was meant for De Frel and it's gone straight to Schick and given away. Karamo to Icardi and given away again, but given away again. And Karamo could look for Icardi here and has done, but Kolarov steps in. Pellegrini into De Frel. Out wide to Perotti. Just managed to reach him, but reach him it did. Help that on, and around the corner, and around the corner again. And Perotti dart inside. Good lad. Keep that going. Good lad. There's, Under. Not as good a turn as I hoped it would be, but Under. Handanovic with a comfortable save. I've had 62% possession apparently, but I cannot seem to score. Sami Handanovic with a couple of really nice saves, a couple of more routine ones, and Inter just being deadly whenever they come forward, when they're not offside. Schick plays the 1-2 with Perotti. And... oh, Schick! Yes, we are back in it. Oh dear, I wanted to go and pick the ball up, but it won't let me do anything but it just sprinted off for me. I wanted to go and pick the ball up to try and get the ball back to save time, but we're back at 2-1 now. Under I thought was just going to stroke that home, similar to Bernardo Silva for City against Liverpool. Just whip it into that bottom corner. It didn't quite work, but luckily it falls to Schick. He's had a number of tap-ins like that this season, Patrick Schick, but he has scored a few bangers as well, so I won't hold it against him. It's now Inter 2, Roma 1. We aren't out of it yet. Schick turns well. Oh, and the ball on to Fred is there, and Fred, we have hit the reset button on the game. A goal 2 minutes either side of half-time. We're straight back in it. What a run from Fred from deep. Lovely ball through to him from Schick, and a good finish on his left foot. A goal and an assist for Patrick Schick. 2 goals for us. We are right back in this. Free kick here. João Mario's just come on for Borja Valero. It's a change they made in the first game. I don't think it was Valero who came on. I think he came on for Vecino in the first one. But João Mario entering the field of play for the second time in 2 games against us from the subs bench. Perotti with the turn here though. And the effort was blocked. It'll be a corner. It was the best I could hope for in that situation, I think. Under with the delivery. It's good. Kolarov's up. Oh, he squeezed it home. What a header from Alexander Kolarov into the top corner. With 3-2 in front. We've completely turned the game around. Free header, terrible marking, and how accurate is that finish? Yes, superb goal, Martin Tyler. Absolutely brilliant. Alexander Kolarov makes it 3-2 to Roma. We've completely turned the game on its head. A remarkable turnaround. Corners come in for Inter. Looking to equalise pretty much immediately after we've gone 3-2 in front. And they would have done if Skorupski hadn't gotten away well to his right-hand side there to stop Miranda from heading that into the back of the net. It's turned into quite a humdinger of a tie, as I thought I was done and dusted after 20 minutes. Turns out, no. I'm not sure whether it is the lack of stamina that they've got, because it's the same team that played midweek that's playing a factor. As the time goes on in the game, we become more and more competitive. As their players become more and more jaded, I'm not sure, but we are definitely playing better in the last 30 in-game minutes than we did in the first 30 in-game minutes. I might make another change though, just to freshen things up further. I'm going to bring Bruno Perez on for his, what might be actually his last game. Actually, yeah, I'll bring Bruno Perez on for Defrel. I'll move Under to Cam and put Bruno Perez out on the right-hand side. We'll see how Under gets on in that Cam slot, because he might be an option, maybe, to bring in at Cam. I'll have to wait and see. I would like to try and get Under involved as much as I can. He nearly got on the end of that. Pellegrini brings this down, but out-muscled by João Mario. That's where the substitutions come in handy. Fred shrugs off, or tries to shrug off, the attentions of Gagliardini there. Karsdorp will get this in to Under, who turns well, but Brozovic gets a good tackle in. Another substitution made by them. Again, same substitution as was the case in the first game. Brozovic on. Schick gets around the corner. Is that a foul? It is. Free kick in a good position. They're just talking about the Douglas Costa transfer in commentary. Kolarov, oh jeez, it feels so far out, even though it's so far in. Well, it has to be Kolarov, doesn't it? But I'm not going to power it. I'm just going to try and whip it into that top corner. And he nearly does. Good save by Handanovic again. She ducks away from me there nicely. And space for Karamo. Oh my... How has that stayed out? I don't know. Brilliant work from the left-back, Domenico Crescito. They're coming forward. And they're desperately unlucky not to have equalised. And can I go up the other end? Make things a little bit worse for them by scoring a fourth. It just wouldn't quite drop for Schick. Told him to stop sprinting forward and come towards it, but he just wouldn't listen. He just kept sprinting in a straight line, annoyingly. Similarly to his celebration earlier. Apparently he just doesn't want to listen to my inputs with the controller. Let's just try and give that a crack from distance. That took a block. We'll take the corner. We scored from our last one. Can we do so again? Under with the delivery. Schick's up. No. Emerson will recover. Get it out wide quickly to Under. And there's a man at the back post who was free and waiting. A good block by Skriniar. We'll try again from a corner. Under with the delivery. Schick underneath it. No, it's going to be cleared away this time, and Brozovic brings it away. Cancelo. Into... Oh, wow, it's a nice ball through to Pinamonti. Not now. What a strike from Brozovic. I thought he was going to... There's a man free on the far side. I think it's Miranda. I would have played that extra pass, but Brozovic is just like, nah, I'm going for it. And, well, he went for it, and he did that. 3-3. Inter turn it back on its head again. It looks like we're going to extra time. Fred. Across to Pellegrini. Through looking for Under. Oh, and a save from the keeper. Could have been absolute drama here with 2 late goals. Still could be if Miranda brings that down well. But we'll clear that away. Not yet, ref. Not yet. I want one more opportunity and we could still get it. Under. Oh, slightly lucky. Get it to Schick. Spins well. Can't get away from Jean Mario, and that will probably be the full-time whistle and is. Oh, looks like we're going to extra time then. Another 30 minutes here to decide who's going through to the semi-finals of the Coppa Nazionale. Here's Brozovic. Through the gap to Miranda. If he'd scored that goal, I might well have just rage quit and given in to the win. Inter still on all-out attack, I think. So there might be extra spaces in behind. Yeah, definitely still on all-out attack. Look at the way Miranda's playing the ball off and getting forward. So if I can catch the ball off them in a counter-attacking opportunity, I could completely kill them off. Or they could kill me off. Well, held by Skorupski. I've just seen the amount of space for the man on the halfway line. Oh, and it will reach Patrick Schick. I'll play it through. Oh, but it's not going to reach Under. Oh, he was literally on his own, Patrick Schick, on the halfway line there as I kicked that out. But it just wouldn't drop for me where I needed it to. Under will look for Schick here. And he's past the defender, but he's shot wide of the target. Perisic to Miranda. To Perisic again, to Miranda again. This is great football from Inter. Perisic could shoot. He gives it to Caramo, who kicks it straight to Emerson, thankfully. I'll ping this forward looking for Patrick Schick. I'll just try and knock it down to a teammate, which he's done well. Maxime Gonlonzi's off the bench. I'll look to slot through Bruno Perez, but it's a very good interception from the defender. Caramo closed down. There's not long left to go now. Just 10 in-game minutes between myself and penalties. And we all know how bad I am at penalties on FIFA 18. So it's probably going to see me go out if it does go to pens. So I'd very much like to get a goal, lads, if you don't mind. Gonalons will go across here to Karsdorp. We'll drive inside to draw the defender out of position. But good cover from Skriniar coming across. Schick, good spin. Schick could go solo. Schick. Save from Handanovic. Nicely done. 5 minutes to go now. Fred with the delivery. Kolarov with the free header again, but Handanovic is there to save it this time around. Brozovic all over the top looking for Caramo. He's in, and it's a good save by Skorupski. He hit that well enough. Fred gets it under control, and here's Pellegrini. Schick will come short. Here's Emerson. Inside, and down the line to Maya. He will drive inside. He's got 5-star weak foot, even though he's left-footed. So I can shoot on either. Oh, sorry, even though he's right-footed, so I can shoot on either foot. But it's across here to Bruno Perez, who hits the bar. Can't believe it. He might well be leaving us in the next few days, Bruno Perez, and that would have been the best way for him to leave us with a goal in the 120th minute to send us through to the semi-finals of the Cup. But it's not to be. Schick, though, can. Patrick Schick will send us through to the quarterfinals of the Coppa, to the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia with a 121st minute winner at home against Inter Milan. Full of drama this game. 2-0 down after 20 minutes. Completely turn it around to go 3-2 up. Inter fight back in the 90th minute with an absolute banger from Brozovic to give them extra hope to get through to extra time. But a defensive mistake, it has to be said, with a poor clearance has led to us still going through. We avoid penalties, thankfully, because I know for a fact I would have gone out if it had gone to pens. What an incredible cup tie. 10 shots from then, all 10 on target, 21 from me, 15 on target. AC Milan are through, so it's myself, Lazio, Roma Lazio, Juventus and AC Milan. So presumably, because it doesn't really do proper draws, does it? We'll face AC Milan in the next round of the Coppa Nazionale. We'll find out in due course as it cuts back. I'm also very intrigued to see what happens with regards to the league table as well. After our draw against Inter in the league, we are still second, and AC Milan drew as well on match day 21. So we are 5 points behind Juventus, level on points still with Milan, and 3 points clear of Inter and will be 3 points clear of Sampdoria should they win their game in hand also. In the Coppa Nazionale, we have been drawn against AC Milan, as we expected to be. Okay, fine. Right, what are these 2 emails then? Just matches rescheduled for the cup games, that's not a problem. Managerial rating is now 92, which is ludicrously high. I need transfer bids, please, for players that I want to sell. I don't care that you're okay to play, Hector Moreno. I need a loan offer for Diego Perotti. It's not what I need. I need someone to sell. And I'm not going to sell Alessandro Florenzi. It's not him that needs to go. I might not be able to get a centre-back in here. I might need to go for someone cheaper. Oh, this is infuriating. I might need to sell on or move on someone different. I don't want to have to do that. I really don't want to have to do that. But it doesn't look like we're going to get the chance to bring in a centre-back now. Scout report on Mauricio Lemos and Nacho Fernandez. These are important scout reports. Fernandez, 81 rated, £15 million valuation. That's a genuine possibility. Wages are very high though. 76 rated from Mauricio Lemos. That's just not going to be good enough. But Nacho Fernandez is a genuine possibility. We will wait though. We'll hold off and see what happens between now and the end of the season, or end of the window, sorry. Because if I can sell someone on and raise some extra funds to bring a better player in, I will do. But Nacho Fernandez would be an improvement on what we've already got. It would be an improvement on what we've already got, but I would prefer to bring in Jonathan Tah or Jose Maria Jimenez or Mustafi or Inigo Martinez or Umtiti. But I need to sell players on to be able to do that. So, in tomorrow's transfer deadline special, we will find out if that happens. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. I'll see you tomorrow.